Welcome to another edition of Flea Market Fantasy, the world's second greatest Bronze Age era comic book podcast. Joining me as always is new Michael, Kevin Jank.
Boner don't shiv, Mike Dell. Boner don't shiv.
Yes, of course. No shivving allowed. And that is a reference to the book we're reading today, The Dark Knight Returns, issue 4 from 1986. We're
Yeah.
finally done. Oh my God.
Just 1 hour to go, and hopefully you'll be done forever.
Because when we got to 500 subscribers, I promised Jank if we ever reached that milestone, we would do The Dark Knight Returns. I
Uh-huh.
thought it was like, a very short thing that we can knock it out in what? No, it's 200 pages and it's
Yeah.
4 issues, and good Lord, it's a lot of reading.
Sure
And
was. Yeah, it'll be kind of nice to get back to like a nice normal sized book next week.
there was a whole month of The Dark Knight Returns, and frankly, I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it.
I mean,
Uh,
I got this thing from the library when I was in like high school and read the whole thing, like probably in a day.
Uh, well, I read it over the course of a month, and I'm sick of it. All right, so here we go. But before we get started, let's remind everybody if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. We're up to 511 subscribers.
Woo!
Look at that. 1 month of The Dark Knight Returns generated 11 new subscribers.
Yep. That's more than I expected, to be honest.
So, I also have a book out there called Monkey Butt about a chimp detective. All right, so
Hmm.
The Dark Knight Returns. So why don't you recap everybody, catch them up on the first
Okay.
three-ish, quick summary. Each week it's got to be a quicker summary. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, Batman's old. Gordon's retiring. They're replacing him with a lady. Batman's got a new Robin, who's a young girl this time, and he
Yes.
likes to get naked in front of her, which is not
Yes, it
appropriate.
does.
Alfred's still kicking. Uh, Batman has fought Two-Face so far in the first one, who was just he fixed his face, but still feels like he's all bad. He has seen the mutants. The mutants were this gang, and he took down their leader. And so they kind of, some of them have formed different groups. Some of them are the Sons of the Batman. They're a gang that has taken up Batman's mantra to, take down crime. And then the last issue, he fought the Joker. Had basically been comatose till Batman came back, and then he was like, "Ooh, time to start shit again." And he went on a TV show, killed the host, and escaped. And Batman fought him at an amusement park, like carnival type thing in the Tunnel of Love. And Batman broke his neck, paralyzing him, but that wasn't good enough for the Joker. He's like, I'm gonna twist my own neck and kill myself, and the police will blame you for it.
Yeah. And again, Joker's been murdering hundreds of people. I don't
Yeah.
know if killing the Joker is really going to get Batman in trouble.
That is true. Yeah, I don't know what kind of how good this police force could possibly be that
Uh,
they're like, we're gonna look the other way on this one.
And the Joker was Batman had already broken the Joker's neck from so he's paralyzed from the neck down, yet he somehow still
Hmm.
managed to snap his own neck, just rolling his head around.
Yep.
Ridiculous. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, there it is. That's the first three. And really, when you think about it, the Joker, like you mentioned in your summary there, the Joker only came out of his comatose state when he heard Batman was back.
Yeah.
So had Batman just stayed retired, hundreds of people would still be alive today.
You're not wrong. Not to mention how many people the sons of the Batman have killed.
Yes. So I don't know if there's really a benefit to Batman coming out of retirement. It's
Well,
kind
you do
of
see the benefits in this one, I guess.
um maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. So, all right. Here we go. Issue 4, The Dark Knight Returns. Why don't you describe the cover for us, Jack?
All right. Well, after the last lackluster cover of number three, I do feel like this one is a little bit better. Um, this one we have, it's a shot. It says Batman the Dark Knight falls down near the bottom, and then you got the by Frank Miller with Klaus Janson and Lynn Varley, and a little circle in the bottom right. But mainly the cover is like a pile of junk, it looks like. It's all in silhouette. And you got Superman and Batman fighting each other on top of this junk pile with like a flaming, kind of sky in the background, kind of backlighting them. The only things you can see in color are Superman's belt, his cape, and the big S on his chest. And like Batman's got white eyes in his silhouette. But other than that, they're just kind of in silhouette there. Superman's kind of standing on top. He's got the high ground basically, whereas Batman is down below and he's all weaponized out. He's got like kind of a mech suit going on, and he's got like a big Gatling gun and a giant like knife, like Rambo-esque knife.
Yeah, because if it's one thing that's going to work against Superman,
Yes.
it's
It's a knife.
yeah, it's a good cover. It's it's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um, I would still rank the covers. Number one was number one.
Hmm.
I'd
Yep.
still put number two,
I
even
would
though
too.
it was so
Even though
odd
it's kind
looking,
of
but
hideous.
it was
Yeah.
very striking. So you
Yeah.
remember it. And this would be three, and then issue three would be four. So there you go.
Yep.
All
I
right.
agree with that.
So we open it up, and what are we getting here now? Well, I'm getting pop-ups. That's what I'm getting. What are we getting here in the book? All right.
We kind of pick up where we left off with Batman in the Tunnel of Love.
Yes, because that's where he
And
fought the Joker at the Tunnel of
yep.
Love at a carnival. And so the police have the Tunnel of Love surrounded because they're out to arrest Batman.
Yes, Batman has
And
become such a nuisance, and the new commissioner has no time for Batman, unlike, Commissioner Gordon. She's like, we're
they
taking you
don't
down
really
for all kind of crimes.
they don't really seem too upset that well, they do have arrest orders for the Joker, who again was murdered hundreds of people, including Cub Scouts, dozens of
Yes.
Cub Scouts. They're more concerned about getting Batman. So, oh, Batman, he can tell the cops are surrounding him, and he gives one good last goodbye to the Joker. He spits in his face. He just
I did
hucks
like
a
that.
loogie
So petty.
right on his face. And he rigs up the Joker's body somehow. So when the cops find the Joker, when they touch the body, it just bursts into flames.
Yeah.
And so he kills another cop as well on his way out. Good
I
job,
don't think they
Batman.
die so much as get horribly burned.
Yes. Just have their life
So,
changed forever.
yeah. Exactly.
And keep in mind, Batman was shot in the gut and stabbed
And stabbed
repeatedly
multiple
in the
times in the
gut.
gut. Yeah.
And he's 55, and he just keeps on trucking now. He doesn't care.
Yeah. Took at least one shoulder shot, I think, last issue too.
And he throws some little grenades or something. I don't know. Little flashbangs, and they blowing up the police boats. And he's telling Robin to like bring in the helicopter or something. I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
And so and Robin
Robin's still
again
up on top of the roller coaster from last issue.
she's going full Daredevil again, flipping all around.
Yep.
And so all right, so now the police commissioner's there, and she comes in the tunnel, and Batman just punches her right in the face. Just, he
Yep.
just grabs her gun and punches her in the face. So that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
Joker's body's just a cinder at this point. And Batman looks back and he says, "Stop laughing." He's
Yeah. It's haunting him.
yeah. So there you go. And then Batman throws more gas or something. I don't know. He uses plastic explosives, and he
Yep.
shoots it with a gun to trigger it. And again, Robin is just dodging bullets left and right. What is
Yeah.
happening?
And like I said, on top of a roller coaster track. So like this
Yes.
is way up there in the sky.
And these are the most unusual roller coaster tracks ever. They're not supported by anything. They're just
That's
floating in the
true.
sky.
These engineers should be shot instead of those Cub Scouts.
Somehow the Robin, she jumps off the roller coaster tracks, grabs a hold of the wheel of the Batcopter, and then the next thing you know, she's in the cockpit and she's flying the helicopter. This is a
She's a
hell of a
young Tom
13-year-old
Cruise.
kid. Good
Yeah.
Lord, she's amazing.
Who has no training in anything.
Batman, like he said, he shoots the plastic explosives. He misses the first time. He has to try again, and again he's like, "Lucky, lucky old man." And then he causes a cave in, but then he just like gets shot out of the mouth of the tunnel of love, and he's still surrounded by a bunch of cops. But then Robin just starts blowing up police cars with missiles.
Yeah.
Then she lassos for Batman like he's a head of cattle there, and the helicopter just flies away with both of them. And they again the cops can't hit anything that they shoot at, so
No. Yeah, like a stormtrooper logic.
so they get away. And how's the public reacting to all this? I
They're
don't
not
know.
fans. The government, the local government is like, we're really getting sick of this Batman here. It's getting out of hand. He's attacking the police now. Like, he's got to go. And
Yeah, we
Superman
cut.
is watching, and he's like, oh boy.
Yeah,
Bruce, it's
looks like I
over.
got
He
to do
knows that
something.
this is finally the point he's gonna have to step in.
We get another news interview with the lady who was talking about how she was about to get raped on the street, and it looks like broad daylight by a guy dressed in I don't know how you would describe his costume, but he's
He's
got a
almost like a
skull,
male Harley Quinn, but he's got a skull codpiece.
a skull codpiece. That's right. And she tells her story about he was beating her up, and then he must have been beating her up for hours because it looked like it was bright and sunny, and then at the end it's just them on the street corner.
Yeah.
And then I guess the Batman comes in and just beats the holy hell out of the guy, and she loved it. So there you go.
I did get the
Meanwhile,
impression this one was not the real Batman, though, because Batman seems pretty busy,
I
like being operated. So I don't
see.
know.
I think this was, yeah, I think this was actually this happened a while ago, and she's just now getting interviewed
Oh,
on the
okay.
news about it. Yeah. So, but she was saying like bones start popping inside the creep. He's screaming and begging. What grabbed him is laughing, and so am I. So it's just showing how Batman was,
Yeah, see, that
really
sounds to me like
violent.
not the real Batman. Batman never
But
laughs.
I don't know. I think it would just show. It could be just showing that he's losing his mind.
Yeah.
Because that's a hell of a cape if he's not the real Batman. And like those sons of Batman, they weren't that organized. They couldn't have capes, you know.
They can't go to the
And
costume store and just buy a cape.
it showed him like coming down from above. Like would a son of Batman be able to come down from above like that and everything? I don't know. But
Yeah, I don't know.
so that's a good sign when a book there's ambiguity and readers don't know what the hell happened. It's a good sign.
Well, this is the
It's,
public, so this is the public account.
but we get more interviews with the Sons of Batman, and they, say, "Hey, we're fighting the crime, we're fighting the crime." And
Yeah.
but now the there's a son of Batman. There's a tale about a liquor store owner. What happened to the liquor store owner there, Jake?
Well, three guys dressed up like Richard Nixon came in. Apparently, the Nixons are another gang that has sprung out of the old mutants there. They just dress up like Richard
Uh,
Nixon, and they're a gang. And so they're trying to rob the place, and they get stopped by one of the sons of the Batman who's got like a shotgun, a double-barreled shotgun there, and he just starts blowing these Nixons away. And he doesn't stop there because he's like, "Hey, like, why are you being such a pussy, like shop owner? Why didn't you fight back against these guys?" And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna take your hand now." He cuts off a bunch of his fingers.
yeah.
You
So
don't
yeah, they're very
deserve to run a
violent, these
cash register. So he grabbed a pair of wire cutters and just cut off his fingers.
So now we cut to the prison, and they still got a bunch of mutants locked up in just one jail cell. They just put a
Yeah.
bunch of them in one jail cell.
It's the largest jail cell I've ever seen.
We cut to a special news report. They're still talking about things, and then, oh, what do you know? It's Ronald Reagan, and he's in a Fallout suit, and he says, "Hey, guess what? The Russians got mad at us for, having
Yeah,
Superman
Cordo
murder a bunch of
Maltese
their
thing.
soldiers."
Yeah.
So they launched a nuclear device. It's coming right at us. So get ready. And
Yep.
Superman goes flying off. Miller's depicting him in silhouette, except for the cape, the belt, and the logo. And it's a big, giant nuclear missile. And Superman, I get the idea Superman's not that strong in this world. Like,
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's getting older too somehow. Usually he lasts pretty long and outlives many of the other heroes, but I don't
yeah,
know,
he
maybe
looks
in this
real young
version,
still. But yeah, like
yeah.
his level, his power level doesn't seem all that impressive
Yeah.
because he's struggling trying to stop this nuclear missile. And he just like redirects it. And he doesn't,
Yeah, that's about all he can do.
I think I would just redirect it into space there, Superman.
Yeah.
But
They do make mention that this is like a bigger nuke than normal, so maybe that's part of the problem.
he's still Superman. This
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
is ridiculous. So anyway, we see Commissioner Gordon. He's hearing about the nuclear missile, and everybody's like, "Yeah, this is it. We're getting murdered." And then with Superman, he redirects it to a desert somewhere where no one will get injured unless you're camping out in that desert. And then Superman just murdered you.
Yep. You're
So
Rick Jones out there playing, the
that's
harmonica.
right. Screwed. So the nuke goes off. It detonates and triggers what are they? A magnetic pulse that take
EMP, yeah, electromagnetic
yeah
magnetic pulse.
it takes out all the electronic devices in Gotham
Yeah.
and surrounding
And
areas.
also raises like a huge dust cloud that kind of like blots out the sun. It seems like it's not just Gotham. It seems like it's a big chunk of the US possibly is affected by
Yeah,
this.
because I mean, if it's the desert, it has to be far away from Gotham, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so Bruce Wayne's hearing about this, and he is pissed at Superman for being such a dummy and not realizing. Yeah, because this bomb from or this missile from the Russians, it's called the Cold Winter or something,
Yeah.
and that, like you said, that's the whole point of it. Is just push up all the dirt and debris and fallout stuff, so it blocks the sun and messes up everything.
Yeah, kills crops and all that stuff because they're not getting sun and yeah.
And of
It's
course,
basically by doing the EMP thing also it cripples America's ability to fire back at them. They can't launch
and,
their nukes because they don't have power.
and, Batman just, even though his guts had been shredded just recently, he's back up and he's ready to go.
Yep.
And he's got his trusty 13-year-old girl next to him. Uh, they go out in the world together, and no one ask any questions, please.
No, please don't.
And then we see a plane also, just one solitary plane was affected by this EMP and it falls.
Well, that's only the one in Gotham, but there's who knows how many of them are, going down in other cities.
This plane crashes into a building. And so, yeah, it's chaos in Gotham. And then those mutants
Yeah.
bust out of their jail cell and they murder some guards. And Batman puts Robin on a horse. And again, she's real
Yep.
aces on a horse, too. She can fly
Yeah.
helicopters. She can ride horses. She can do it all, this kid.
I mean, to be fair, like riding a horse in and of itself, I've done it. I'm not saying I'm amazing at it, but I could
I would
do
like to see photo evidence that you've been on a horse. I'm
it.
not
My
believing this.
parents have horses.
Your parents have horses. How have
Yeah.
I've known you like how long and this has never come up? Your parents have horses. What
Yeah,
are
it
the
happened like
horses'
late
names?
in life, like after they moved, after they moved, like after I was out of college, basically. But they have three horses. One's Montana, one's Hershey, and the other one's Jasmine.
Not butter rum?
I wish. Keep her away from Emma Frost.
All right, so that's amazing. You have horses. We'll dig into this later. All right, but the Sons of Batman are flying. So there's chaos in Gotham City, and
Hmm.
then Bruce Wayne, there's Batman there. We get a big splash page of him riding a black horse, and
Yeah,
it's a great photo or a
that's
great
his
shot there.
low tech version of the Batmobile. This is big black
Black
horse.
horse,
It's pretty great.
and he goes to the dump where the Sons of Batman are like rallying,
Yeah.
and then we also see Jim Gordon going home, and he's worried his wife's dead because of all the
Yeah,
fires
because
and
he went
everything.
out to the store because Sarah always has one more thing she needs me to get from the store, and so he was at the store at the time once everything happened. But then he's like, "Oh shit! Like, I hope my wife's okay." He gets back there and the building is on fire. And he's like, "Oh, that ain't good."
And we see Batman having a heart to heart with the Sons of Batman, and he like grabs the one guy's shotgun and snaps it in half.
Yeah.
Because that's something a normal human can do. And he says, "This is the weapon of the enemy. We do not need it. We will not use it. Our weapons are quiet, precise. In time, I will teach them to you. Tonight, you will rely on your fists and your brains. Tonight, we are the law. Tonight, I am the law." That's right.
Very Judge
So,
Dredd.
uh, but yeah, I don't know. Hey, Batman, you didn't have a problem using a machine gun 2 issues ago to murder that one person.
Yeah. I guess to be fair, at least he didn't bring that. He wasn't planning on that. That was just kind of, I have to do this at the moment.
He did bring that giant tank when he was murdering all those other people.
Those were rubber bullets.
Yes, those explosions were rubber
Wink, wink.
explosions.
Yeah,
So we get another silhouette of Batman riding his steed, and the Sons of Batman are on horses too. And the
yeah,
mutants are busting out of jail still. Um, Gordon's looking for his wife, and yeah, I don't know. Batman's like
yeah.
getting everybody calm down though, right? They stopped the prison riot. Doesn't he round them all up?
Yep.
Uh,
He's like, I'm sure you're all eager to help. And the new commissioner, she's just watching from the window, like, and then one of the cops said, Commissioner, and she's just like, no, no, he's too big.
it's too big.
We can't stop the Batman now. Look at him, he's got an army.
He's got a horse. It's not a horse. What could we possibly do? And yeah, he's like, he's talking to all these escapee mutants, and he's like, boys, girls, I'm here to appeal to your community spirit. I'm sure you're all eager to help.
Yeah.
And
I did like this
they
next
all,
part where like Commissioner Gordon is trying to put out the fire in his building there. So one of the guys in the local hardware store starts dumping out paint buckets so that they could fill them with water and put out the fire. But like you're a hardware store, don't you just have buckets?
buckets.
Like, yeah. I don't know. This seems like you're taking the hard way around here.
I don't know. Maybe a hose? Just get a hose.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to waste all that paint, you know, and ruin your floor. But anyway,
Some of those
yeah, they're
paints could be toxic. You're just like making this thing worse.
so they're fighting the fires. Meanwhile, Superman is like,
Yeah, he's
he's
not doing so
dying.
great.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like,
He was basically caught in the nuclear blast and then is now kind of deprived of the yellow sun that gives him his powers because it's all blotted out. So he's not looking so great. He's like shriveled up and like looks like he's a corpse practically.
yeah, not looking too good. Then somehow he catches a glimpse of sunlight, and boom, he's back to normal.
Yeah.
How about that?
It seems
Yeah,
like he absorbs sunlight from a flower, which I don't know.
from a
'Cause
sunflower.
yeah, it already absorbed the sun. He just took it from it somehow.
But yeah, his emaciated body just suddenly, boom, he's barrel chested again. The logo's all big. And
Yep.
meanwhile, Gordon thinks he sees a lady who could be his wife because, again, silhouette, a lot of silhouettes, a lot of
Yeah.
silhouettes.
Yeah.
Because less
Despite
to
the fact that
draw.
everything's on fire, it's very dark.
And but it's not his wife, he realizes. And then there's a priest telling a story about how everybody kind of like banded together, except that one guy who was a creep in the previous issue. Is that
Yeah, who
issue
like pushed a
two?
guy on the subway.
Yeah.
I can't remember
Or is that
if that was two
three?
or three.
Yeah, it was probably three because that's when Superman showed up and he stopped the train and everything. So it was probably three.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
yeah, that
true.
same guy's back and he's running his mouth again, complaining about everybody. But you know, basically the idea here is that the people were working together, um, but he didn't trust anybody. He's fighting them. So then two warring sides started to clash, and they were starting to duke it out. And then what do you know? Here comes Batman on his horse. I think I'm gonna ride his
Hmm.
horse. Another good splash page. Yeah, Miller, he really brought the goods with the splash pages. The only one, the Superman one, was a
He
little weak
did.
last issue, but other than that, the splash pages were strong. Um,
Yeah. He really saves up for those.
and Batman picked up that guy and just presses him above his head and throws him.
Yep. He's like, I've seen this guy on the news before. He's a jerk.
That guy, he says, I broke three ribs, and this brace isn't for laughs. Whenever they catch that lunatic, he'll hear from my attorney. Who gave him the right? And then the
Good
other
luck
guy
suing
who was,
Batman.
yeah, the other guy who was on the other side of that, the good side, I guess, of the folks, he says, when he talked, Batman, I mean, it's hard to describe. There was something in his voice. Anyway, he told us we could spend the night tied up or help fight the fire. So they fought the
You think that something in his voice was him talking like this?
fire. I
Where's
hope not.
Rachel?
That's the dumbest thing ever. Um, and then I don't know, but uh, Gordon does find his wife, right? Yeah, there she is.
Yeah. She apparently did forget something else that she didn't even tell him to get at the store. So she went to the store as well.
Yeah. Yeah, good thing they didn't have Amazon Prime or DoorDash back then.
Yeah.
Everyone had to leave the house.
You would have just been waiting for your tortilla chips for the fourth week in a row and
Yep.
died right away.
So we get a news report. 1 week later, it's still dark at high noon in Gotham City. It's still winter in August. Here's Carla Shriek to explain. And yeah, they're
Yeah,
just get
Carla's got like a head bandage and a neck brace. She's
and
she's not doing so great.
and very large glasses.
Yeah. She really hates anything impairing her field of vision, so she's just gonna cover the whole range.
I think the most disturbing aspect of this gritty, darker Gotham City future is the fashion. It is all so weird.
Yeah, yeah, it is kind of strange.
So she's just giving an update on the nuclear fallout and the nuclear winter and how devastating it all is. And the newscaster Lola, the lady with the ice cream cone on her head, she's just laughing and giggling like she doesn't even understand. And
Yeah,
we
she's ready
get
to talk about the latest celebrity gossip.
and we come back to Wayne Manor, and we see Bruce
For
looking
that,
out
I
the
do like that we
window.
see Ronald Reagan now wearing like red and white striped pajamas and riding around in like some weird like patriotic Segway. I don't know what's going on there.
With tank treads though
Yeah.
instead of wheels floating around. Yeah.
Looks like
Um,
something a little kid would ride, but okay.
But old Green Arrow, old Oliver Queen, comes to visit Bruce Wayne, and he's
Yeah,
an old man now too. So he's all bald on top, but he's got long white hair around the sides. That's a
that's
good
right.
look. That's a good look.
Yeah, I like it.
He's got the
Looks like an old
he's got the
sea captain.
mustache. He still has the same mustache and beard, but
Yep. But
nice
now they're
haircut.
white.
Yeah. And what's he telling? He's telling Bruce, "Hey, you're making too big a show of everything you're doing.
Yeah,
You're
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 giving them a big
embarrassing."
target.
because I guess Gotham City is like the only city in the United States that is operating safely because Batman and his vigilante crew are keeping law and order on the streets. So
Yeah.
it's the only city that is operating like an actual city. Everything else, it's chaos. So like you're making them look bad, and they're not gonna like it, and they're gonna come get you. And it's gonna be that blue Boy Scout, old Superman.
Hmm.
He's gonna come get you. And
I always knew when to get
so
down to you and the big blue schoolboy. Planet's too big for the two of you. When it all comes down, I want a piece of him. A small piece will do. For old time's sake, you know. It still hurts when it's cold, and that's where we see that he's missing an arm.
yeah, apparently Superman ripped off his left arm. Is that
Yeah,
what-
apparently. They never really, I don't think, disclose exactly what happened. There was something, I guess, similar they did do in the comics eventually in normal continuity, where like Oliver had his arm stuck inside some kind of a bomb device. And like Superman was there and he was like, "Hey, I can amputate your arm with like my heat vision." And Green Arrow just told him to stuff it and just blew the bomb up and died. So that was kind of the one nod they did to this, but I don't know exactly what happened.
Told him to stuff it. All right, so now we see Batman. He's just admiring young Carrie Kelly riding a horse now. And he's like,
Yeah.
it's almost frightening how quickly she's learning to ride. Because he says, right there, in that saddle is all the reason I need. Uh, it's all very
He
creepy.
doesn't mean it in a creepy way.
It's all very creepy.
He just wants a legacy, and she's going to be his legacy.
And out of the sky comes some heat vision, and it burns a fiery blaze into the ground that says, "Where?" And old Bruce Wayne just looks up and says, "Crime Alley." So he's
Yeah,
gonna fight him where his parents died.
I do like that. That's an
Yeah.
interesting choice.
And we cut back to the Batcave. We see Batman getting all suited up, and he's got plans. And
Yeah. Alfred's giving him some stimulants. And
as you do. And
yep.
he also has another pill that he's taking. And he says the
Hmm.
timing must be exact. In 1 hour at midnight, a grand death.
Yeah.
And then we get another news report. Rumors fly. Army helicopters hover over the city, over empty city streets and of Crime Alley. Is this the military effort to capture the Batman? And but actually, they're just clearing out things so Superman can have a confrontation with the Batman. So
Yeah.
that's what we're doing here. And so, all right, would you like to walk us through the Batman's fight with Superman? I guess we're supposed to believe that Superman is still weakened from the nuclear stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, his nuclear bomb experience plus not getting enough yellow sun, so he's definitely not 100%. So he's coming in and Batman or first Robin comes out in the Bat tank and she is firing at him. The charge could sink a
Well,
battleship. I think he
well,
feels
first
it.
missiles. There are missiles that he shoots
Oh
at him.
yeah, that's true.
Um,
He'd
apparently, he
have to
was
be at full
counting
speed to
on
dodge him. Yeah, he's trying to test him basically, see how quick his responses are.
the
And he's
missiles
like,
were
"Oh,
triggered
he's
by his
slow."
X-ray vision, and I like we just see a panel of Superman in air and like some shadowy silhouettes of missiles pointed at him.
Hmm.
I don't like the scene, because then Batman like describes he isn't at wait, he'd have to be at full speed to dodge them. He isn't. I watched them kick him around for a minute. I've had worse times. I don't know. I'd like to see some explosions. You know,
Yeah.
maybe see Batman or Superman bouncing around.
You don't want to
Um,
see a close up of Batman's face in his weird new outfit?
and then we see Alfred back at the Batcave, and he's planning something. He's remembering a story with little Bruce Wayne. He read him the Purloined Letter, And I know Jank knows
Yeah.
that story back and forth. He loves
Oh
to
yeah.
learn that. And
And Bruce was like, "Hey, the bad guy, gets what's coming to him in the end, right?" And Alfred's just like, "Oh yeah, of course."
yeah, the killer was caught
And
and
then he
punished.
sleeps. Yeah, he sleeps very peacefully that night.
But we see Alfred's, and again, Alfred has a head shaped like a pencil eraser, but he's typing stuff into the Bat computer, and like we see detonation T minus 11 minutes.
Hmm.
And so then old Kerry Kelly hits Superman with the tank, uh, a gun from the tank. And then he picks up the tank and rips it open, and he sees Carrie Kelly's inside, and she's got her slingshot pointed at him. And he's like, "Isn't tonight a school night?" Um, yeah, maybe you should ask Batman that question because he likes to keep a 13-year-old girl with him at all times.
Yep, he'd be lost without her.
So what does Batman do now?
So now Batman's waiting for him in Crime Alley proper, and he is clearly plugged into the street light. So his mobility is a little limited there. But he's got a big old gun, like a big sonic gun that he's kind of using all this extra juice for. And so it's kind of making Superman's nose bleed a little bit, and it's kind of weakening him a little bit. So he's Batman's suit's kind of protected. It's kind of like, shock proof. So he was
Yeah,
prepared for this.
his suit is weird. Like, he almost looks like a Lego or something.
Yeah, a little bit. I
He's
can
got
see
like a
that.
Lego Batman head.
It's much more square.
And yeah.
Yeah, the helmet is very Lego-y. That is exactly what a
Yeah,
Lego
yeah,
helmet
yeah.
looks like.
So yeah, but they start like you said, he hits him with the sonic gun and they start to fight. And then he grabs his head and
Yeah.
he electrocutes his brain, I guess. I don't know. Because he's got all the
Yep.
power throughout all Gotham City coursing through his suit.
And
I
he's
think
like, it's well
Superman could
past
have
time you learned
noticed.
what it's gonna, or learn what it's like to be a man. And he just starts
Yeah,
punching him.
yeah. I think if only Superman in his X-ray vision could have noticed that blatant power cord plugged into the lamp, he
Yeah.
could have just picked that out. No problems. But
Yeah.
yeah, we get a nice panel of Batman punching Superman, hitting him with the old right cross, and he starts to give it to Superman. But then Superman just says, "Oh, wait, hold on a minute," and he grabs his wrist, smashes it, rips
Oh
off
yeah,
the
this is
Lego
just an
helmet.
old man.
Yeah,
What am I
what am I
doing?
scared of this guy for? And we see more government helicopters and silhouette, a lot of silhouettes.
Hmm.
And Superman and Batman are still fighting. And then Superman eventually punches, like backhands him in the belly. And he says, "Bruce, I just broke three of your ribs." Now, this is a editing point that they would have really, because earlier, not too long ago, we had that guy who fell on the subway tracks and he said, "Batman broke three of my ribs."
Mm.
Now Superman's breaking three of Batman's ribs. You want to mix that up. You don't want to say three ribs twice, you know.
Maybe it's an homage. Maybe it's thematic.
That's no, that's a mix up by the writer. You want to clean that shit up. But, anyway, um, so he has Batman pinned up against the light pole, and then here comes Batman's waiting for Green Arrow to show up, and
Hmm.
Green Arrow, he's got a really important part of this plan, but he's too busy fighting other dudes.
Yeah, the
And
police helicopters are coming after him. So he's trying to shake them.
And you might be asking, how does a one-armed man shoot a bow and arrow? That's a
Yeah.
very good question. That is a very good question.
Well, he's got a foolproof method he's been practicing over all these years. He is
Uh,
hanging from upside down from a like a heli or a ladder on the fire escape of one of the buildings, and he's holding the bow with one hand and pulling back the knock there of the bow with his teeth.
yeah, that's not gonna work. He's an old man. His teeth are not that strong.
Yeah, but he's a billionaire. He's probably got new teeth that are all cemented in there.
Uh, Batman also to buy time, he shoots acid out of the palm of his hand into Superman's face.
Yeah.
and somehow acid hurts Superman.
It doesn't seem to hurt him very much, but I'm sure that would, obscure your vision. Like, it's
But
still
Superman
acid.
though? Superman.
Uh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I think this Superman's not that super in this world.
Yeah,
But I guess he has
yeah.
been, without the sun for a little bit. So,
Yep.
but old
It's gonna
Green
hurt.
Arrow does shoot he shoots a green arrow at Superman,
Yeah.
and it's
I
it's
like that.
green because it's kryptonite,
Hmm.
and hits him in the ribs. And old Superman's in a lot of trouble now. And Carrie
Yeah.
Kelly picks up Green Arrow. He jumps down to the tank, so they escape. And but meanwhile, even though
Superman's like,
Superman,
Bruce, your heart. So it kind of gives you
yeah,
the clue here that all this stuff that Batman's been doing is taking its toll on his old heart there.
yeah, and like their panels of when Batman's still punching Superman, all those panels are like in green, and we Batman, I guess his narration boxes they're all jagged and broken up now. But he's like, "You're beginning to get the idea, Clark. This is the end for both of us.
Hmm.
We could have changed the world. Now look at us. I've become a political liability, and you're a joke." And he keeps beating up Superman. And he
Yeah.
says, "I want you to remember, Clark, in all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember my hand at your throat. I want you to remember the one man who beat you." And he looks very Marlon Brando-esque, Bruce Wayne.
He really does. Yeah.
And we see like a heart monitor, like the line of a beating heart, and then it just flat lines. And Batman closes his eyes. And next panel, he's dead. He's on the ground, and
Yeah.
Superman is all beat
Superman's
up,
kind of
cradling him like a baby. And
yep.
and then we see old Eraserhead Alfred, and he's watching as the Wayne Manor in the Batcave blow up, and
Yeah.
then
Everything's
in
on
a
fire.
in an incredible coincidence, he just then dies of a stroke.
Yep. Sure does.
So he just falls over and dies.
I mean,
And
I feel like that would happen though. Like that
really,
happens a lot with like, like old people, like when their spouse dies, they just like, like they'll die in the next couple of days. Like, so
uh,
I feel like if your entire life was spent maintaining this mansion and you just blew it up, like your body might just be like, yeah, I'm done.
right. So then Superman, he's like, yeah, Batman's dead. And we get news reports. I don't know. Everyone's talking that the cloud is now dispersed. So it's almost completely cleared in the past 72 hours. The president has declared a state of stabilized emergency. And they have on the news that Bruce Wayne was Batman, but
Yeah, everybody knows now.
all of his money is vanished.
Yep.
It's all gone. No one knows what happened to it. He said his body was claimed by a distant cousin of some sort. I don't know.
Yeah.
And
Who's clearly Carrie Kelly.
and we see at the funeral, 'cause authorities can't tell a 13-year-old girl. So anyway, um, we see Selena Kyle is there, James Gordon at the funeral, and she's like, "Son of a bitch, I know you killed him." She's yelling at Clark Kent,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Selena, this is no good."
Commissioner Gordon has to like pull her away. Yeah.
And old everyone else is leaving the funeral there, and there's just that one lady. It looks like she's a nun, or it's the distant cousin, Carrie Kelly.
Hmm.
And
She's wearing like a little face mask, like trying to look like a bereaved person, but really she's just hiding her identity.
she's got to hide that stupid haircut. It's the only thing you got
Yeah.
to worry about.
At least she didn't wear the glasses, like the big goofy glasses.
And Clark Kent's walking away, and he hears a heartbeat,
Yep. Coming from inside the
and
coffin.
he stares at Carrie Kelly. He hears the heartbeat again, and he winks at Carrie Kelly. And she's like, "Oh no, I just got rid of one creep, and now this guy's winking at me." Clark Kent knows that Bruce Wayne is still alive.
Yep.
And old Batman, we get his narration. His boxes are gray squares again. They're not jagged and everything. And he's like, my timing wasn't quite precise enough. Clark heard. That was the first thing Robin told me when she dug me up. 13-year-old girl digging up a body.
Hey, it might take a while, but she'll get it done.
Not that it mattered. He'd have guessed sooner or later. He knows how good I am with chemicals. I was counting on what Oliver said, and with a wink, Clark proved Oliver right. Because Oliver had said, you're just making too much. If you would just be quiet, Superman would leave you alone.
Yep.
So, but I love that he's so good with chemicals that he has a pill that will kill him for 72 hours,
Uh-huh.
and then he just regains his consciousness. Forget that lack of oxygen in the brain stuff. That doesn't matter. Still, we'll do it.
Yep. I mean, we don't know that he was dead that whole time. It could have killed him for like a couple hours, and then they just, planned a funeral, and he was walking around that whole time, and then they did it again.
Yes, he was dead for a couple hours. They planned a funeral. They had a funeral within a few
Just in the
hours of that
shadows.
fight. Yeah, all bullshit. All right, and then they cut. So what's the last page here, Jank? What do we see on the last page?
Yeah, so now they are in the caves, not technically the Bat Cave part of the Bat Cave, but what he's calling the Infinite Cave, because there's a bunch of caverns down there. So he's got a bunch of the mutants, and he's like, "All right, time to teach you guys, what's up." And he's like, "Good, now gather around. We haven't got all night, boy." And he says, his narration's like, "That's not true. We have years, as many as we need." And so he's kind of laying out, he's got a bunch of blueprints. He's like, first, we get a steady supply of water. There's a spring right beneath. Robin, sit up straight. She's like, yes, sir. And he's like kind of pointing with his walking stick at these blueprints there. And his narration says, years to train and study and plan here in the endless cave, far past the burnt remains of a crime fighter whose time has passed. It begins here, an army to bring sense to a world plagued by worse than thieves and murderers. This will be a good life. Good enough. Yeah, I kind of get the inverse of the whole this will be a good death. It all comes
Yeah,
around.
not good enough. Yeah, I like tying it up like that. We see Oliver Queen's there as well, his wacky bald haircut there.
Yep.
And so yeah, that's the ending of The Dark Knight Returns. The Batman
Yeah.
is now living in a cave with a 13-year-old girl and a bunch of other people, and they're going
Uh-huh.
to, I don't know, fight crime carefully and quietly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good plan.
So
I
it's
mean, I guess,
you don't want to bring
yeah.
down the whole evil regime. You don't want to bring down you want to just, fight within the system and, I
Well,
don't
who was the
know,
evil regime? Ronald Reagan?
United States. Ronald Reagan, yeah, the whole system's corrupt. And Batman's like, yeah, we're just gonna let it keep rolling. We'll just we'll crack down on those three-card Monty players that the whole
Yeah.
Robin was busting the other
Yeah.
year.
That's the real
No more
danger.
three-card Monty anywhere in Gotham City. Because eventually, if they start doing things again where they're apprehending big-time criminals and crooks, guess what? They're going to notice. And so I don't know
As
what
long
are
as
they going to
Batman's not
do
out there, though,
exactly.
like, I don't know. You just have a couple of sons of Batman doing some things, taking down muggers and not
So
murdering
he's
them.
just going to
I
sit in a
think you'll be all
cave
right.
the rest of his life and do nothing?
I mean, not spoiler alert, but in the sequels, no, that obviously does not happen. But um, you know, it's a good. I like it as an ending because we don't really know exactly what his plan is, other than he's building a new Batcave here, slowly but surely, and building up an army. But we don't. He doesn't really say what their purpose is per se.
Like the only
So it's open
person who
ended.
knew that Bruce Wayne was Batman was Superman,
Yeah.
right? So couldn't he have just said, "Hey, Superman, I'll be quiet. Don't worry about it," and then that would have been it. Instead, they go through the whole fight, fake his death, and all this nonsense, and now he's got to live in a cave. He could have been living in a
Yeah.
mansion the rest of his life, just operating as Bruce Wayne and Batman on the down low. But so
I
I
think,
don't
I
know.
mean, to be fair, that's kind of a part of, especially this version of Batman, where it's just like he doesn't need all this stuff. He doesn't really need the Bruce Wayne identity. He doesn't give a shit about any of that. He just cares about fighting crime. That's all he wants to do. So if he can unburden himself of all that stuff, fine. He's
All
still got
right.
the money, clearly. Like he hit it and now he's got access to it still. So
I
he's
guess
just
I just
starting
think if
over.
eventually, if he's good at what they're doing, then he's going to draw the attention again. Like the same corrupt system is still the corrupt system. It's still there.
Yeah.
It's still in place. He did nothing to change it. He did nothing to change Superman. He did nothing to change anybody. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's the beginning of something, not the end of it.
But
He's
this
just
was the end
starting
of
on a journey.
it. This was
Well, this is the end of this story because
yeah.
obviously it's not going to be a great story to see him training a bunch of kids, and
But what
that's not the
continues
fun
after
part.
the sequel? What that was like 20 years later, 30 years later,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, you can't say
Yeah.
like he was planning to like that was completely Frank Miller's money. That's what that was. That wasn't anything else. So I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know.
not sure if it was either Frank Miller needed money or the DC needed money because I want to say
Yeah.
they really reached out to him and were like, "Hey, do this because we want money."
But you said that second part's not good, right?
Yeah, it's not good. Carrie Kelly becomes Catgirl wearing like this leopard print outfit.
Why wouldn't she just be
um,
Batgirl?
I don't know. Lex Luthor, I believe, is the president then, which is something they did in actual DC continuity. But he has kind of taken over from Reagan. And it's mostly about Batman trying to put the band back together, so to speak, find the old superheroes. And
So
Superman
then
and
we're
Wonder
right
Woman
back where we started.
have like a pain in the ass daughter who kind of sucks. Um,
But again, if he puts the band back together, they're right back where you started.
yeah, yeah. Well, again,
So
that's a new regime, though. Once Lex Luthor's in charge, you kind of need to up things in it and have the power to fight back. Like Reagan, obviously not great, but
yeah, there's no there's no difference. There's no difference. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I this issue was okay. It was better than the last issue.
Yeah,
Um,
I like the way this ends.
it was better than issue two, but um,
You
probably give it
hate the
a
mutants.
6 or 7. I just I don't know. I was really let down by this. I
Huh.
don't know. This reminds me very much of because I enjoyed the first issue. I thought the first issue was solid.
Hmm.
Just minor complaints, but it was solid. And then I just think it kept getting worse and worse as we went. Um, the art deteriorated. When you're drawing 200 pages,
Yeah.
I guess that'll happen. Um, but the story wasn't. I don't know. I just thought Batman's character is super inconsistent throughout the course of the 4 issues.
Yeah, I'll
Sometimes
give
he's a
you that. There's
lunatic.
some of that.
Sometimes he's not. Sometimes he's a lunatic. Sometimes he's not. You don't know. Um, the stuff with Carrie Kelly was real weird. A lot of it, and she's just not a
Yeah.
likable character. She's nothing. She's nothing. Like she's nothing. She's just a prop.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
He needed a Robin, I guess. They're like, yeah, here you go.
I I would have liked Commissioner Gordon's like reaction to his death because we spent a lot of time with Gordon throughout the 4 issues, and then he's kind of
Sure
like
did.
an afterthought here at the end. You don't get really any response to Bruce Wayne's death from Gordon, or the fact
Yeah.
that Bruce Wayne was and he knew he was the Batman. So I don't know. I do like how they always called him the Batman. I like that a lot.
Yeah. That's pretty great.
The Joker was cool. I like the Joker, but again, I felt that was too rushed. I
Okay.
thought the whole Joker arc was really is basically half of an issue, and
I mean, it's most of issue three, and it kind of slow builds over those first two. Obviously, not much happens, but they're dipping their toes in the water.
but the Batman Joker conflict,
Hmm.
I wanted to be a bigger deal. It was
Okay.
over a little quick, a little quick.
Sure. I guess I mean that was kind of the
So,
point though, is Batman's like this is the last time Joker, so I don't know. He can only escape for so long.
what else? Two-Face stuff in issue one was good.
Hmm.
Superman is just kind of a jerk. I don't know. Like, I still don't get why Superman's like, why did he?
Why he's like
We
the
never,
government's lackey.
yeah, we never get an explanation for that. Like, why
Yeah.
is he protecting the government above what's right? Um,
Yeah, clearly the years have not been kind to him for some reason, and he's kind of sold out a little bit.
it'd have been nice to know why.
Yeah,
You know.
I agree.
So I don't know. I can again, it's tough to read this in 2026,
Yeah.
40 years after, because this was a hugely influential thing in comic books. And when this came out in 1986, there was nothing really like it.
No.
So it changed everything. So it's impossible to put your brain in what it was like before this because this was so
Yeah.
monumental. And
You
it did
really
just
didn't
change.
have a lot of alternate future storylines. You had kind of Days of Future Past, but even that was like completely, apocalyptic basically. Like everyone's in camps. Like this wasn't that. This was kind of like, oh, it's in the future and things aren't great, but it's not, everyone's dead or anything like that. So it's kind of a realistic version of the future in a lot of ways.
And it clearly influenced everything that came after it in comics, but it also went on
Yeah.
to influence films as well with the Batman movie and everything else that
Yeah.
followed,
It makes me
because
so
then that
sad that
influenced people.
they wasted the cinematic version of the Batman versus Superman fight in that stupid Zack Snyder movie. I mean, misses the entire point of like that's the point of the fight is that they've known each other for so long. Like this being their first interaction is fucking stupid.
Your mother's Martha? My mother's Martha.
Let's be best friends.
I've still never seen that movie, but yeah, that
Ugh,
is.
you don't need to. It's
Yeah.
god awful.
I don't know. So yeah, overall for the whole thing, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 for me.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's
hurts.
best I can do.
Hurts
I'm
me in the
like
spleen.
I'm like the guy at old what's that pawn store show? Best I can do. 6 out of 10.
Pawn
Pawn
Stars.
stars or what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'll give this issue a 9.
it is light years ahead of Death in the Family. It
Yeah,
is even with
very
all
much
its
so.
flaws, it is so much better than Death in the Family.
Yep. Yep. You can see where they were trying to kind of follow up with the same similar themes of world, politics, but really had no place in a thing like Death in the Family.
So you said 9 out of 10 for this issue, and then
Yeah. Probably an 8.
over.
I think that comes out to like an 8.5 overall.
All right. So I thought you'd have given it a 9 overall.
Yeah. I might.
Going into
It's
this,
it's in that
I
range.
expected it. I expected it to be a solid 8 or
Mm.
maybe a 9. But it reminds me a lot of Elektra Assassin because issue 1 of Elektra Assassin, which was also written by Frank Miller, I loved. I thought it was spectacular. And then like each subsequent issue just got worse and worse and worse, and then I just gave up reading it. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know. But,
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Although I really do, I love this book. It blew my mind when I was reading this in like high school, and yeah, I still have the same feelings for it, I guess. But it's hard to say if I was reading it for the first time right now, at the age of
yeah, as an
43
old
in
man,
2026.
you're reading. Yeah, imagine old man Batman reading this. He wouldn't be happy about it, you know. So,
Uh,
all right, there it is, The Dark Knight. I finally read it. Oh, my life just changed.
Yay, we did
Life
it.
just changed. So 1 month of The Dark Knight. So I'm making the pick next week. We didn't,
Aw.
yeah, we didn't discuss who was picking, but I'm picking it next week because I just did 4 Batman issues. So instead of The Dark Knight, we're gonna go with Moon Knight, issue
Oh, okay.
24 from 1982. This is Bill Sienkiewicz on the art, and this is when his art. We did a Moon Knight very early in the run of this show. I think maybe episode 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was early Sienkiewicz. So this he's been drawing Moon Knight now because I think that was like issue 1 or 2. So this is issue 24, He's really evolved his style, and you can see it getting real close to what he does with the New Mutants.
Oh, okay.
So
A lot of
yeah,
Moon
he
Knight fighting bears.
it's getting close. So because he leaves Moon Knight like 6 months after this, and then I think he goes to the New Mutants. So at issue 24 of Moon Knight. That'll be next
Okay.
week here on the big show. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. We appreciate the support. And until next week, don't get any jank on you.